Welcome to your new academic year. This is your social science. You are having two textbooks. One is Social Science 1 and Social Science 2. This is your Social Science 2 Part 1 textbook. So here you are having nearly 5 lessons. So first lesson is the sun, the ultimate source. So here in your previous classes you might have studied about the sun, what kind of solar energy, how the solar energy reaches, how sunlight reaches the earth, everything. So here you're going to study about the sun. So here the question they are asked, there are two types: temperature in India. One is in June, another one is in December. So they have asked a question here: is the temperature the same at different places on the same time? Whether it is same? No. The temperatures varies according to the places, isn't it? It will be one in one area it will be one temperature, and in the other area it will be the other. It is not same everywhere. Next question: is the temperature experienced at a particular place the same in all the seasons? No. In all the seasons, the temperature will changes. For example, here only in Kerala, in summer the temperature will be high. In winter it will be low. In rainy also it will be changes. So the temperature will not be same in all the seasons. So what might be the reasons? These are you are going to study here. So first you have to study what is insolation. So what is insolation? You know that sun is the sole, only the single source of energy for earth. Only from sun we are receiving the source of energy. So what solar energy reaches earth in the form of short waves? What solar energy which reaches the earth in the form of short waves, that is known as insolation. So solar energy reaches earth in the form of short waves is known as insolation. So the earth's surface facing the sun gets heated by this flow of energy. So which face the earth faces the sun, that side it will get more heated, gets heated by this flow of energy, because this side will be get heated. Similarly, you learned about the rotation. During rotation, one side will be the day, another side will be the night. So which side it faces day, which side it faces the sun, that side it will be the day. So that day, during that day, what happens? The earth's surface will get heated because of this flow of energy, which begins with the sunrise, isn't it? Day starts when the sun rises and it lasts till sun sets. The heat in this transferred to whatever heat is received from the earth, then it is transferred to the atmosphere. First it will receive to the earth, then it is transferred to the atmosphere from the surface of the earth through various processes. So because of the various process, it will reach us to the atmosphere. So what are the process of heat transfer in atmosphere? What are the process? First one is conduction, convection, advection, terrestrial radiation. So what are the process? First one is conduction. So in conduction, what? Heat transferred to that part of the atmosphere close to the hot surface of the earth. So heat is transferred. Here heat is transferred to the part of the atmosphere which is very close to the hot surface of the earth. Next, after this conduction, what happens? Convection takes place. What happens in convection? The heated air will get expanded. The heated air will get expanded and will go up, and it will rise us up. After convection, next comes advection. Advection means what? These expanded and risen up air will horizontally transfer by wind. Horizontally it will move. Then at last it is terrestrial radiation. In this, whatever heat is transferred from the surface of the earth to the outer space. Here heat is transferred from the surface of the earth to the outer space in the form of long waves. Okay. So here first conduction it will receive to the surface of the earth. Then from the air will get expands and rises up, and from there again it will move horizontally. Then from the horizontally by the help of wind, from there it will take terrestrial radiation. That means it will send those those energy to the entire outer space from the form of long waves. So conduction, convection, advection are confined to the near atmosphere of the earth. So these three parts, first three processes are nearly to the earth surface. Then whatever these energies are received, transferred and all, these re-radiation of energy from the surface of the earth back to the outer space, whatever it will come downwards, again it will move upwards to the outer space in the form of long waves. So this is known as terrestrial radiation. The atmosphere absorbs the terrestrial radiation. For example, it will come downwards, whatever energy it will come downwards, slowly it will transfer to the atmosphere, and at last in the form of long waves it is spread to the outer space, that is known as terrestrial radiation. Which are the gases? Which are those gases? Sorry, you have studied in earlier classes that some gases present in the atmosphere can absorb terrestrial radiation, isn't it? You have studied. Which are those gases? What is the consequence of those absorption? So, which are those gases you have heard? Which are the most majority of gas which is present in atmosphere? Nitrogen. You have nitrogen, oxygens are all present here. So which are those gases that you have to answer? One question. Then here, why does terrestrial radiation occur mostly at night? Why? You have to answer why it takes during the night time. Try to answer. What is the difference between insolation and terrestrial radiation? Insolation means it is reaches the earth, isn't it? What is terrestrial radiation? It moves upwards and it will spread throughout the atmosphere. So you clear, right? What is insolation? Insolation means it is a solar energy which reaches earth in the form of short waves. There are four processes of insolation, that is conduction, convection, advection and terrestrial radiation. So try to concentrate this. If you're having any doubt, just ask me.